Now apply it in real life, hey?
Yeah.
Just like buy and sell
How
stock.
hard can it be? I'm ready. Send me to the world.
Hi everyone, it's Stella from Meeple University. Today I'm joined by Henry, my friend. Hello.
Hey.
From Hand Solo Board Games. Henry, the expert of solo and also doing reviews. But this time we are doing solo playthrough of Dawn of Ulos. Very excited for this new Thunderworks Kickstarter coming up.
Yeah, no, it's been really cool.
Yeah, we played the multiplayer version. I have the short and sweet video for it as well, and whether it's already published or not. And now you are doing the solo playthrough.
Yes.
So this game comes with solo mode. Yeah, normalized solo game. Sorry.
It is good though. I'm glad that
yeah.
more and more publishers are getting solo mode included. So
Yes.
it's always good. You know, it's nice to have that.
Naturally, a lot of people, PC gaming players, move to board games, and they're used to the solo plays.
And I think it's also a good way of learning the game and teaching yourself before even showing your friends. You know, you can get a grip on exactly how the game plays, how it all handles, and rather than just like playing a pretend game by yourself, you can actually play against a bot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Dawn of Ulos is in the world of Ulos, the same universe as role player, cartographers, and so on.
Yes.
So you might see familiar faces, familiar factions, I should say, of the world of Ulos.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is Henry's going to give you an explanation of the game and the solo mode. I'm going to play a full game. And winning or not, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just show how the solo mode works, Hen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did play leading up to this, and I didn't do particularly well. So I'm not having any expectations of doing particularly well this game.
Don't give any pressure, please. So it's about playing games, not about winning.
Yes, of course.
Now, before we get to the table, I'm just going to share you how everyone can find Henry. Instagram, hen_solo_board games.
Yeah, check that out. Just keep up to date on what I'm playing. I've got some reviews and some sort of miniature painting that I go and do on there as well.
And watch out for Henry's reviews as well for some of the other games.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the table. So, first disclaimer.
Yes.
This is not actually the map that comes with the prototype. Because we are doing an overhead view, I'm actually printing it from my own printer so that it looks duller. So it's a duller version of it because
the kind of paled out because the original tiles look like this.
Yes.
And they're nice and colourful and bright. But they also blend in with the 3D tiles that we're going to be putting on.
So you can't really see it from overhead.
And when it's a top-down view,
correct. So that's like, it's no way you can tell. So we've got this one, and this is still prototype. So they're still working on making it different than the tiles as well.
Yeah.
More different. It's already different, but more different. So as you can see here, you can see, you know, this is definitely brighter. And that's
stands out a bit.
Yeah, tiles and not map. Just a little bit of disclaimer. All right, take it, Henry.
Yeah, so in this game, there's going to be various factions. In this particular game, we've got 5 factions here. There's a total of 10 in the box, and the 5 that I've chosen are the Satyr, Dwarf, Ratfolk, Orc, and the Ogres. And unlike most games, I'm not going to be playing as one of these factions, whereas sort of all players around the table, or me and the bot, are going to be sort of almost betting, putting our stocks into these factions, into doing well or not doing well, and we're going to be having sort of stocks off these cards. So we'll be buying these cards when they're cheap, when their factions are really weak and only have a small portion of the map, and hopefully either using the abilities on these cards or using these cards in combat when they're stronger. So we get a lot of spoils. Spoils are like money, and they're also victory points. So the richest player will win this game at the end.
After all, it is an economic game.
It is an economic game.
So rather than goods and services, it's live factions.
Yes, I believe we explained it as like a sort of small worlds meets rail, like train stock game.
Good.
Yeah, so
Good comparison.
factions are going to be rising and falling, and yeah, you want to try and
Manipulate them and then take advantage of them.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, back to the board.
All right. So the game is predominantly a tile laying game as well. So on each of our player turns, we're going to have a selection of 3 tiles that are in front of us, and we're going to pick one of these tiles to put out on the board. Now, the first tiles that you can place are going to have to be placed on these, adjacent to one of these pink spots on the boards. And basically at the start of the game, we're going to be creating where these factions' home base is. So these factions on top of these cards here, these all have like a certain shape that they require the tiles to be in order to come out. And once we match the requirement, so let's say I put this tile up here, this has a L shape formed on the board, and these ogres want this sort of, not so much L shape, but half a Y going on there.
That shape.
That shape, yep. And they will cover those up, and that officially causes that faction to no longer be lost. So they'll move up their strength on this board. We'll find the ogre symbol and move it up here.
Yep.
Saying that they are no longer lost. They are present on the board.
Yep.
And once a faction is no longer lost, players can start buying stocks in that faction.
Just the cards.
Which are the cards,
Yep.
correct. So once we've put out the plastic figure, these cards become revealed. And so that's sort of part 2 of your turn. So part 1 is putting out these tiles. These tiles are also going to cause these factions to get stronger. And each type of faction has a particular terrain that it likes. And that's depicted on these cards here. So with ogres, they want to have trees and mountains. It's also depicted on these miniatures. So they've got little mountains and trees on the
Very good.
on the resin models. So for every future tile that contains a tree or a mountain that gets attached onto here, the ogre strength's going to rise, and with the rise in strength, their cards become more powerful, and also they become more valuable. So in part 2 of your turn, you can either buy 1 to 3 of these cards out here. At the moment, there's only ogres available, so I could buy up to 3 ogre cards, but I could normally buy 1 to 3 of any sort of type of card. Then I would, or you can choose to play one of these cards from your hand, and all these cards have various powers on them, and these powers get stronger based on how strong they are. So the stronger they are, you can sometimes perform the action more times. So a lot of them require, for every 2 strength of an ogre, you get to do this particular action.
Cool.
And there are most of the action cards are used outside of combat, but some are for giving a faction a particular boost in combat, which are combat faction cards.
There's only 1 combat faction card, which is the ogre.
In this game.
Settings,
so I've set this up with these factions, so I just randomly picked these out. But there are 5 other factions, and I believe there's a total of 3 combat factions in the box. So you could have a really combat heavy game if you wanted, or you could have a more economic, tactical game. Yeah. And next we just draw 1 more tile to refill our tiles here, and we're ready for the next turn to keep playing them out. And on your first turn, you have to form factions, but once you've done that on your first turn, then you're free to add tiles to wherever you like on the board, as long as they go adjacent to an existing faction or create a new faction on the board. So that's the overview of the base game. Now with the bot, we've got them set up on the side here, and they've got this little chart here. So the bot's turn is going to roughly, so they're going to flip one of these cards. They're going to slide it under the position matching here, so in this case under the middle slot of here. And during setup we were told to put 3 cards on the top here. Now we look to the middle column, and we pretty much complete a full card using this top and that bottom. So this top says we want to draw 1 tile, and we want to put it next to the faction with this colour next to it. If we come back to the main board, we can look for that faction, and that would be the ogre. So they would draw one tile from the top here and try to put it adjacent to the ogre tile. So in this case, like this, the tile has to match a terrain, this widened out terrain on the bottom here. So that's the restrictions of where you can place these. So it can be a little bit tricky at times to find a right spot for something or trying to make it work. And then in this case, we would raise the ogre strength by 1 because there's trees and ogres like trees. And that's what the bot would do in their first step. If we go back to the bot board, they will then proceed to this half of the board. And this is like the second action for the players. The bot will then try to buy these cards. And the bot cheats a bit. They can buy lost cards and they get them for 1 spoils each. So in this case, they would buy 2 Satyr cards and 1 Rat Folk card. And this is if they couldn't do the buy action at all, they would then instead draw a card from the top of the deck and sell it twice, essentially. So they would get money equal to 2 times that card's value. Okay, that's basically how the bot works. We'll get in conflicts during the game, but I shall explain them as we encounter them, because they'll make more sense at that stage.
Yep, let's do that.
I believe the bot goes first.
All right.
So
let's reset this then.
yes, let's reset.
That's your... No, that's
One
the
of
bot's
these
file.
was mine, and one was just drawn off the top randomly for the bot.
Yep, just put it back there.
And do you want to maybe slide this card somewhere in the middle, and we will draw another bot card off the top.
Let's do this.
And there's 3 difficulties of the bot, by the way. Do you want to just swap it to the bot cam?
Sure.
There are 3 difficulties. We're playing on medium, and there's different sets of cards for each difficulty. So, should be ready.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Bot first.
Bot first.
Let's have a look. All right. So slides in the middle again.
Slides in the middle. Yep.
And then it will do that. So I will take this one and go to the middle of the table, and
so when you're putting
ogre.
out, so I'll just explain this for you, Stella. So when you're putting out a tile for the bot, we look from the top left first, and we will slide along. So look for a spot adjacent to here. If there's none available, next to here, next to here, next to here, and we go in this order until we find an appropriate slot. So this bot wants to make ogres appear. That's the yellow symbol.
Yep, I think it can happen.
Yes, it's very similar to our example.
Sample.
Yep.
That's different tile.
And we can slide the ogre on there. So that has completed that for the ogre. We need to move the ogre track to no longer be lost, which we've already...
that was actually now.
which is now.
Yep.
And now the bot will buy the cards at the bottom. So they want to buy 2 of the ogre cards. So ogre cards are worth currently 2 each. So they would spend $4 on the 2 ogre cards.
Also, it's not $1 per card.
No, because you pay based on the strength on the side here. Yep.
Cool. So
and
then one of the
dwarf's cards.
All right. So the dwarf card is 1.
Dwarf card is 1. Yeah.
Okay,
So they'll pay a total of 5. And just so the viewers can see, so the reason why the ogres were more expensive is listed at the bottom here is strength and spoils. Yeah, so we pay on the strength value of the ogre. So each card costs them 2. And when you use the card, you'll get that use equal to the spoils listed down here.
Yes.
So that's bot's first 10. Now it will come to me. So just so people know what these cards do as well, it might be a little bit hard to read from where they are.
Yes, let's put it on the side perhaps. Let's get that one.
So
ogre card. We can just get one.
Let's show the ogres over here. So the ogres, they are a combat card. So these can be used at the start of combat or during combat, I say, when we reveal sort of how we want to increase the strength of various factions. And it says for every 2 ogres, you may return 1 faction card in a conflict to its deck. The owner gains favour equal to the spoils. So you can take strength away from the person opposing you in the battle and make them make that faction weaker for that battle. But the person who has those cards still gets paid for those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next one is orc.
Orcs.
So Ox Pillage. So this is not a battle card. For every 2 Ox strength, place a pillage token from the supply on any territory space. So there's these little tokens that you put that will put on any other like terrain tile, or just like a tile, and that means that faction is reduced.
Yeah, so it nullifies the bonus of that faction.
Cool.
So.
And then this rat folk, which is non-combat again. For every 3 rat folk strength, take 1 development tile from the supply and place 1 tile.
Yeah, so that's going to let you place more tiles on your turn and sort of buff increase the strength of the factions that you have good stocks in, I guess.
That's correct. And then dwarf. It's remove 1 development tile from another faction's territory, or that's the opposite.
Yeah.
And gain favor equal to half of the current dwarf strength round down. So we talked about favor before, and that's how it affects this particular one. And last but not least, Satyr.
Yeah.
For every 2 strength, gain a faction card from any lost faction. Okay, the lost faction, as Harry mentioned, is the one that is
not present on the board yet.
Like these 4 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What you gonna do? You have to put one of these 4.
Yes, I need to form a new clan on my first turn. So let's try. I want to get these set here out because I want to try and buy some of these cards. So plains and forests.
Oh, perfect.
But they don't actually gain the bonus of the first tile because
that's correct.
Because they cover it up themselves. So
it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter too much. So I'm going to put these 2 plains. Just in case I want to increase the strength for them, actually, I will swap that. So the plains are good for increasing their strength later. So maybe I should. One. So this cliff and the plains here, and we'll put that out over there.
Doesn't matter which way.
And when you establish a faction that's lost, I forgot this to do this with the bot, you get to immediately take one of their cards for free.
But not the bot, right?
The bot should have done that as well. So let's give them one.
All right.
That's sort of your reward for establishing their camp. We move the Satyr on the track here up to this first spot. This means they've got 0 territories of what they like, but they exist. So this is the spot for that. And now we move to my next phase where I can either play a card or buy cards. I'm definitely going to buy cards. I'm going to buy as many cheap cards as I can afford. Yeah. So I'm going to spend 6 money to buy 3 Satyr cards. I'm going to really invest in them.
Not interested in Ogre?
Not interested in Ogres. I don't think combat's going to happen for a while. So I don't think the Ogres have a lot of value unless the AI keeps increasing their strength.
Yeah. By the way, when does the game end, Hen?
Yeah, so game can end in a couple ways. One way is when we run out of tiles in this pile, that will trigger the game end. Or if 2 factions get to legendary strength, which is if they control 15 tiles, that would also trigger the game end.
Cool.
And
simple.
Then we just count up money at that point and see who's the winner. And
1 to 1.
Have a chance to sell our cards at that point as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. It's your turn.
That's my turn. I've got to draw 1 more tile.
Yep. And then
we go back to the bot. So just with the bot, Stella, we just need to, at the end of the bot's turn, we slide that up to the top. This goes over here, and we draw a new card.
Yeah, that's discarded. All right. This new card's also in the middle.
Also in the middle, and they're going to do...
Let's do this. So from the top, so again, Ogre.
Ogres,
yep. So this is a tile that's got drawn. So, let's see.
So hopefully we can attach that onto the Ogre land. There's a chance that we're not able to.
No, not able to.
So in this case, we'll then go to the next one over and see if we can put it in here, which I believe we'll be able to.
We can, yeah.
And the bot will take this purple symbol and add it to their collection.
This is points at the end.
These are points at the end of the game. So
you don't use the power for you, not for the bot.
I think the bot gets 5 points for every one of them that they get during the game. So it's quite good for them if they can't put a tile out, and not great for us. But that's how it goes. Next, they will buy the cards listed on that bottom card.
So 2 red and 1 green.
So they will take 2 dwarves, which will be 1 each, and 1 rat
Rat
folk, which will also be 1. So a total of $3 for the bots. Some very cheap cards for them.
Wow, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll exchange.
Yep.
Cool.
So we both started with 25 favour, which I kind of like money.
Okay, so that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Back to you. That's
Back
quick.
to me. I'm going to develop again now.
Satire, now that you've got lots of...
I could
Oh, unless if you
increase
want to...
them.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, unless
Or
you
do
want
I want to force another faction to spawn? It's a tough
Yeah,
choice.
and then you buy this while it's cheap, right?
I could keep buying that
keep
while it's
buying
cheap. Yeah,
So how
that's
many cards
true.
are you able to buy maximum?
I don't think there's a limit of how many cards you can have.
Cool.
So
But,
you can just
you know,
keep going.
Don't let me
Yeah.
affect your decision.
I think it's a good idea though. I think I will just get some dwarves out there. Let's put this down here and put the dwarves here.
You get one
And I
free.
will take one for free. And I'm going to spend 6 and buy 3 more of the Satya cards.
You sure only free?
I can only buy Max for free. Sorry.
Okay, then.
Alright,
Of course.
I'll just empty
Buy
the pile.
everything,
Yes.
yeah. It's true. Okay, don't break the game.
Yes. And I draw another tile.
Okay.
Yep.
Back to the bot.
So just slide that to the top.
That's right. To the left now.
To the
To
left.
the left. To the left.
So
We'll see. So we've got the red one and 2 tiles.
they will attempt to put 2 tiles for this one.
Okay,
So we do this
red
one at a time.
Alright, dwarf. So the dwarf is already there.
That is the Satya actually.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
no,
sorry.
it is, sorry.
Yeah, it's a more of a
I'm
slight
pardon.
orangey
Yeah,
colour.
orangey
A little
colour.
bit similar.
It's my eyes. So the satire. So oh no.
Good.
Good.
It's good for
Actually
me.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
for you. But this is.
So we look around here, and I think
there is
unfortunately it's not gonna
nothing.
go. So
No.
we keep looking into here.
What here? This one.
No, they go like across.
Oh,
and
right.
across.
So that is
So I can go
possible.
here, I believe. So when you're placing these tiles out too, we start from like 12 o'clock here and work our way around in a circle to decide the best spot. So because there's a valid point here at like 1 o'clock, then we can put this down.
Cool.
And they will take this.
Yep.
And they will try to do the same thing again for their second tile. And I believe they probably can't put that one out
yeah,
even.
Not possible.
Okay.
So this one is
No, so
not
they will look for
possible.
they'll look for these pink spots
That's
first.
not possible.
They'll have to go here, I believe,
Yeah. There you go.
and they'll take that one as
Wow,
well.
it's already like a lot of
Yeah,
points.
it's a lot of points.
Sorry, Hen.
That's all right.
Mm.
Damn, I thought that was going to work out really well for me, but they couldn't put either tile out, so
Yeah,
too bad.
Sorry. All right, continue with the bot. So they will buy 2
2 rat folk.
red fork and 1 of the dwarf.
So a total of 4.
4. Thank you very much.
I didn't move the dwarf on the track, but they should be at
Yes.
this stage here.
Yes. Okay, so 4.
They can afford. Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
So this is what
This is what
they
they've
have
got
so far.
stocked. They've got a lot of dwarves in there.
Wow.
So
Dwarf is still cheap.
we don't want to be increasing the dwarf strength
No.
anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because that's only going to benefit them.
That's true. All right, your go.
Okay. I think I will get some real estate out there for the Satya. So if the bot draws them again, they will have more chances, more areas to place their particular tile as well.
True.
So let's get, I'm going to put 2 planes out here. It's going to increase their strength by 2.
Because that's what they like.
That's what they like. They like the planes. It's indicated here and on the card here.
Yep.
And that will be my turn. I will then have a chance to buy or use cards. And I think I'm going to take this moment to use one of these Satya cards.
Okay, so this is how it works.
And this card says for every 2 Satya strength, gain a faction card from any lost faction. The Satyrs are at 4 here.
So you got 2.
So I get 2 cards from a lost faction.
So either one of these 2.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to take the rat folk because
They have
bot's got
the
some
bottom.
and I don't want to really left behind too much if they,
Good idea.
if they go for them.
Good idea.
And I also, when I use that card, I get paid the amount of the value of the card. So I get 4.
Yeah, not bad at all. Sometimes you just want to use cards to get some money.
Get some spoils.
Currency, yeah.
And they stop going. The value of the card goes up drastically in these first few
That's true.
things, and it slows down as it goes up until it becomes legendary. Then, if it flips over, I believe everything's worth 3 more.
Oh.
So they suddenly become very valuable if they get that high. But it is tough to get. I think during our free play game, we didn't get any to legendary.
No.
So
the tiles runs out first.
Yeah.
All right, back to the bot.
Mm-hmm.
This gets discarded, and new one drawn. That's on the left again, and that is this one. So this is the symbol for the rat folk. This one.
Oh yeah, they're buying
one tile.
Which one? Sorry.
This one.
Oh yes. Yep.
So
they're going to try to create them starting from here.
We
need a straight line.
We cannot do that.
Oh, here. No,
we can.
You can.
But it's not a rat folk.
It has to be rat folk. So they're trying to create rat folk. So it's going to be here, I believe.
Oh,
they can put it out this way.
Oh yes, you can.
Yep.
Sorry.
I won't. Yeah.
You can indeed. So rat folk comes to the map.
And they get one of their cards for free.
Yep. And then this gets to here.
Yes. So that's already doubled in value. So it's a good thing I took one of them cards.
Good idea. And then trying to get this one, which is the dwarf.
Okay, buying 3 dwarves. So.
Ooh, can they afford it? What's
there'll be 2 each, so 6.
6. Yeah, you can afford it. Okay.
Good to see them actually spending a reasonable amount of money on cards rather than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But they might be in my interest to try and wipe the dwarves off the map so they just remain down because they've got too many dwarves at this stage.
And then this gets up now. You can actually see what they're potentially going to make it stronger.
That's true. So there's a lot of dwarf interest there. So.
And this is the orc, the lost faction. So if they're getting this strength, that means the price going to up. Do you want to buy now, and so on? There's no decisions there. Anyways, that's for you to worry about.
Yes. Certainly is.
Kidding. Okay, back to you.
I'm trying to see if I can put these ogres near the dwarves. So
they can just fight each other.
They can fight each other.
Good idea.
I might just pop this up here, and we'll get the orcs out on the map as well.
Woo!
That means there's no longer any lost factions though, so I can't use those Satya cards to any benefit.
True. And then you need to.
I'm gonna buy some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invest in these orcs. So
orcs goes up there.
And I'm going to pay 6 to get 3 of these orc cards.
Awesome.
So you need cards matching the factions you want to win battles because you can use them to increase their strength when battles occur. So it's good to, if you have a faction that you're wanting to win that's on the border of another faction. Basically when combat happens is when 2 factions lands collide, there can only be one. So
one is like down. All right, like stock market crash.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, next bot's turn is this card which slides on the right hand side here.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the 1 to 3 chance, and there you go. That's the orc. So the orc
nice.
A tile, trying to
put it adjacent somewhere here.
Oh, that's good. Now, what's the rules here?
So we start from the highest point and we work our way around. We can do that.
Oh,
yes. Going the wrong way for my liking.
All right, so it is it its favourite? It's not. Oh, yes.
It is. So
it's one of
these.
The
forest, he doesn't like forests. They like mountains and cliffs, but they got one cliff. So yeah.
So there you go. So this one here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the top part of the card. And then the bottom part is 2 ogre and 1 dwarf again.
1 dwarf. Okay, so that's going to be another 6, I believe. They're all at strength 2 here.
So where are they? Oh, they're ogre there.
Yeah.
And then ox is here. Oh, sorry, what was it? Dwarf. Sorry, yes, 6. All right.
So they're almost probably only
out of money.
They probably nearly own all the dwarves in the box, I reckon.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Let's get them battles.
Yeah.
And then this gets discard it, and this goes up. So we'll see. The chances are these two are the dwarves, and
Yes.
this is the ogre.
Okay, so because I want to buy more orcs before I increase their strength, I've got some good tiles here to potentially increase their strength in the near future. So I'm going to just do a move that just doesn't even affect the Ratkins. I just want to add to their lands. So I'm just going to put that there.
Hang on, is that the red folk?
That is the rat folk,
No,
sorry.
Yeah.
They
It's a
don't.
one.
Oh, they like planes.
Yes,
sorry,
they like planes.
my bad.
That's
Put
okay.
put them up one, and I am going to cash in another 3 orcs.
All for sale! All for sale!
Orcs. Oh, are they at 3 each?
They're actually 3 each. Sorry.
Ooh. Who increased
wanna buy
them?
it?
Did I do that, or did
Yeah.
they do that?
They did.
They must have done it on their turn.
Probably.
That means it's going to cost me 9. That's a lot more than 6. I think we're going to stick with that though. That was my plan. So 9 favour, we'll get 1 change, and
Yes.
hopefully my orcs are ready for battle coming up soon. I haven't got them yet.
Okay.
Grab 3 orcs.
Okay. Back to the book. So we'll have a look at what it is. It is on the right hand side this time. Everybody. So this is the ogre. Let's have a look. Take a tile. Ta-da! Well, ogre's over there. Can we place it? Yes, we can.
We can. Yep.
Okay, goes there.
Ogres don't like either of those.
Ogres,
lands.
yeah, they like
they
the
like mountains
and
and trees,
forests.
and this is cliffs and plains. So
Okay, so nothing changes there.
nope.
And then next one is this. So getting 2 of
The satyr.
2 or 12 and
Satyr. So 2 satyr and 1 dwarf.
Okay.
So you
We
want?
only have 1 money. We
Oh.
can't get it.
So you will buy what you're able to if you can, and you can't
No,
afford
cannot
anything.
afford anything.
So instead, now we're going to move to the second half of their card, which is this 2 here. So what we do here is, do you want to give those a shuffle?
Yep.
This is where the bot cheats even more.
Oh. What's that?
Really
Oh, still within
sad.
the rules, so technically it's not cheating. It's a human that's cheating. Alright.
Yeah.
So 2.
And we're going to reveal 1 card,
1 card. Ta-da! Okay.
and they will technically gain the spoils value of this card twice because the number 2 on that card. So
So ogre is right there
there, so they'll gain 4 money.
Okay.
And they'll put that card back into their deck because that's where they cheat. They just get to keep
Okay,
it.
there you go.
They only lose cards during combat, so
Okay, well that sucks for you.
it does suck for me.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, actually, let me finish this.
Yep.
We'll see what's next. There you go.
All right, so they will eventually give the satyr something, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to draw a tile,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
I think it's
back to you
time to get the orcs up in strength. And I'm going to do that, first of all, by putting 2 mountains out here. Orcs love their mountains, so they go up 2 on the track here, all the way up to 5. So they have 3 tiles that they like, 2 mountains and a cliff. And now we jump to my action. I've only got 2 money, so probably not going to buy a card. Let's see if I can make use of any of these.
Yeah, even the orc, they
And the
worth
Ratkin,
for-
are at 3 strength.
3 here,
So I
and
could
3
use
spoil,
one
not
there.
bad. 3 money there.
I like this, so I'm going to use the Ratkin card.
Alright,
And it says for every 3 Ratkin strength, take 1 development tile from the supply and place 1 tile. So I can place an additional tile on my turn.
Nice.
And I'm
And
going
then
to
you get money as well from it, 3 money.
3 money. That's correct. Because
Yep.
it's the 3 spoils there.
That's
I'll
very
do
good.
that. 5 for 2 ones. And that's really great because I really want to get this tile out here too.
Excellent, perfect.
This one, actually, I want to use this one. This one's going to increase it by 2. 2 more for the the orc.
That is the one that they like, yes.
Yes, cliffs and mountains.
So this one, 2
Yep.
more.
It's made them with 6 strength and 5 spoils.
It's very strong orc.
Yeah.
They can just destroy each other.
Yeah, not too far away.
Yeah, good
Even
idea.
though
Good
the dwarves
idea.
haven't grown like I was expecting them to, because they had all those cards.
Okay.
We will see.
All right, this is on the left-hand
All
side.
right, here they go. Here
There
they
you
go.
go.
Yep. Now,
So-
now the dwarves are going to grow.
Yeah. Okay, dwarf. Dwarf is right here. And this is a tile, unfortunately, cannot be
They can
placed.
put
Oh,
it
hang on.
here.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And the dwarf
Unfortunately, really like
likes
that.
that. So,
They really like those
where's the
two.
dwarf? 1, 2.
That's a bummer.
Sorry. And then
They're going to do one.
money.
Going to do one more tile. They've
Oh,
got
that's
2
right.
tiles
Yeah,
at the top.
yeah, in there.
Yep.
One more tile. Can dwarf?
Or more mountains.
Whoa!
And they can't place it. I don't think.
No,
Oh,
yes,
they
they
can.
can.
They
Yeah.
can. Yep.
Oh, they're almost
So
touching.
close.
This is so
But
good.
the dwarf suddenly got a lot stronger.
Oh wow! 1, 2. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
All
so
right.
next is these cards, the blue and the yellow.
So they
How
can
much does that cost?
buy as many as they can. So, or
Yeah.
ogres are 2 each. So they can buy
They
2
have 5.
ogres.
They have 5 money.
So they'll buy 2 of these for 4, and they won't be able to afford the
The other
orc.
one. Okay. All right. Done.
If they buy any cards on their turn, they're happy
Okay.
because they can afford one.
All right. And that's it.
That's it.
You go.
My
I'll
go.
get
I
your-
better draw one of these.
Yeah. Meant to be at the end of your turn, right?
I'm not sure if I'm confident I can beat them, but
Ooh.
I will. I think I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, fight.
So let's get into our first conflict. So
Okay.
first of all, I place this tile face down, and I choose which faction I want to be the aggressor. The aggressor gets a slight advantage because they get to break ties in the conflict. So I'm going to pick the orcs as the aggressor, and initial starting strength for conflict is listed here. So the orcs have 6, and the dwarves have 5.
Yes. Fight.
So, how this works is I get to decide what cards I'm going to play in the conflict, and I can play whatever cards I want here from my hand. Only cards that involve the conflicting faction will matter that I play, but I can put other cards down to bluff. If I was
multiplayer.
playing a human
Multiplayer
opponent,
game. Yeah.
not much point against the AI,
Yes.
but I'm thinking I will play all of my orcs.
Ooh.
I really want to win this. So for each orc card I play, it's going to increase the strength by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to put 7 orcs down on the table. And if this was multiplayer, this would be done face down, so no one can see.
Yep.
Now what the AI will do is they will shuffle their deck, so it's
okay.
all in random order,
Oh.
and they will create 2 piles of their cards.
Oh, 2 piles.
Yep.
I don't think they
Yes.
have. I think they have lots of dwarf, but
They've got
no
lots of dwarfs, so hopefully we don't get all the
Not
dwarfs
lots
in one
of-
pile.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh no! Let's just like cut it into 2, just in case.
So we got to make sure they're as even as possible. So 2, 3,
Okay, we're just like
4, 5, 6, 7,
precisely like that.
9, 10. And whatever card has slightly more, so this one has 10, that one has 9, so they'll play the one with 10,
That one.
and they will add whatever card's strength here.
Oh, let's put it in the camera.
So, yep, sorry.
Sorry.
Didn't see that was off camera. So this, can everyone, if you want to do it maybe on your board
Sure.
over there.
Yeah, that's it.
If you want to just lay those out, and we're looking for all the dwarves and orc cards in
All
there.
the dwarf and orcs.
Yeah.
Okay, so. And that's it. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dwarf and
So
no
they
orcs.
will increase the dwarf strength by 5
Okay, for this battle.
for this battle.
Okay.
Okay. So if we compare, my orcs get increased by 7, and the dwarves get increased by 5. Orcs have 6 strength. 6 plus 7 is 13. 5 plus 5 is 10. So orcs will be deemed victorious of the battle.
Yes.
That
That is good.
That's really good for me.
Yeah.
So that will remove the dwarf. Will get back to lost, and I get to take this pink tile that got revealed underneath. And these have powers on them that can
You can
let me
use
use
as
an
well.
additional boost or give me victory points at the end of the game. Okay, so as part of the faction conflict resolve step, we're going to lose some of the faction cards that we played. So for me, the player, I have to lose half of these rounded up back to the supply. So I will
money, right?
lose all these orcs, but I will get the monies paid out before they gain the land. So they'll get 5 each of these orcs, so that will be 20 coins.
Woohoo!
Feeling a little bit less poor, which is nice.
That's very good.
And for the AI, if they had back the winning faction with their cards, they would do the same and lose half of them. If the faction loses, they just get rid of all of them for the current price. So they will get 4 each for each of these cards.
Oh.
So they will also get 20 coins.
Wow, okay. Alright, I'll put them
And they
20
will go back to the
on
dwarf.
the side, yeah.
Yep. And now we flip this tile and we count up how much strength the orcs have to go up by. So they will go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So a total of...
So they are all the way up at 11
Wow.
favoured tiles. And dwarves are lost and go down to here.
Crashed. That's
Crashed. And my orcs, my 3 remaining orcs at least, are now worth a bit more.
That is good.
And a
That
lot
is
more if they get to
good.
legendary. But
Yeah.
because I committed so many orcs to that fight, I didn't benefit as much with them.
But they kind
increasing
of like
strength.
needed to, just in case.
Just needed to, yeah.
You need to win that one.
Yep.
That is your turn. When you place your tile, battle resolved. Now
I have a chance to buy
You get some
or play
replenish
cards. Yep.
That one as well.
Do I want to grab some dwarves now while they're down? I think I do. So I'm going to use my Satya card. I'm going to play this for 4, gain myself 4 money, 4 favour I should say. And I'm going to gain, because they have 4 strength, I'm going to gain 2 lost dwarves.
Sweet.
So dwarves can only go up in value at this stage. They can't crash any harder.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's make the most of that.
That's true. And
All
the
right.
game's still going.
The game's still got a while to go. Yeah.
We've got to do this, right?
Yep.
Put it up. Oops. Okay, so those are the 3 cards. And we've got this one. So this goes to the middle. And it is the dwarf. The dwarf's gaining strength now.
Dwarves gaining strength.
They
Perfect.
break into the map.
Oh yes, they're going back onto the
I
map.
should
Yeah.
say. So 1 tile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
And we check this spot first.
No.
Plains and trees. No. This spot next. I think they
Yeah,
can
they
get
can definitely.
up there. Yep.
Oh, back into the board.
Dwarves are back.
Yeah, they're
Can't be
back.
stopped.
Yeah. And then buying cards. Now we can afford this. We've got a lot of money. I mean, bot got a lot of money. 2 red and 1 blue. So can get dwarf again. Dwarf is sorry. Dwarf is there now.
Yep.
So 2 of these. So that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 blue is.
We're gonna buy an orc.
Oh,
Good on them. It's gonna cost 8. Very
so,
good.
What's that? 12.
12. Yes.
Right? Okay.
Okay. This is how we can drain their
Okay.
funds.
Okay. 15. 3 back.
Yes, we want
And
them
that's it.
buying orcs, I think, at this stage, because
Okay,
orcs aren't going to go up hugely in
Yeah,
value from this
that's
point
actually
unless
good.
they become legendary,
Draining the
and
money.
they cost a lot.
Alright, back to you.
Mm-hmm. Now I'll quickly just explain the pink tile that I collected. This one is called Terraformer, and this one says, when placing a development tile, play this to place a tile over any terrain type, including water. So it lets me just use I can put this wherever I want when I place it out, rather than in a particular spot. Or I can save that tile for victory points at the end of the game. Okay, now my orc plans have come to fruition, so that's good.
Very
I think
good.
I'm done orking it up. I've only got 3 orcs now.
Orking
Let's
up.
have a little look. What have I got? I've still got lots of satyrs. I've been using them. I can maybe... Oh, there's no longer any lost, so there's no point giving them.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably start playing my orcs to use their power, so they're going to be really powerful now.
Yeah,
But
then that means that you get less money.
And I think I like rat folk. I think I might invest. Oh, they're at 3. I want to invest something that's at 2. It's either dwarves or ogres, I think. So maybe I'll invest in ogres and I will increase. I'll try to increase maybe the rat folk so I can make. Maybe I'll make use of this one card, but I think the bot's got lots of rat folk, so there is a lot to think about going on here.
I know, yeah. It's just like, there's a lot of everything, really.
Yeah, they've got a good map mix.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I've decided that I am going to increase the dwarf strength, I think. Let's get them beefed up a bit. I think I've got more dwarves than the bot, so it makes sense to increase them. So we can move those up 1 because it's got 1 cliff here, and I'm going to invest in these ogres while they're super cheap. So let's buy 3 ogres. It's going to cost me 6.
Ogres for sale.
They're on a flash sale, yeah.
Is Shrek ogre?
It's very ugly Shrek ogre.
I always get confused. Is Shrek
Shrek is an ogre.
It's ogre. All right.
Yeah,
Shrek for sale. Female Shrek for sale. Not
Yeah.
Fiona.
No, not Fiona. No. I got to draw a tile. Alright, that's my turn.
What's turn? Let's see what havoc it will cause. On the right hand side, to the right, and it will add something to this one, which is the satyr.
Yeah,
Satyr.
let's see if it's able to place the tile. It's a pretty tough spot to place in.
Ta-da! Oh, it can't. Oh, no, it cannot.
Can't.
Cannot.
I was hoping.
Again, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Alright, what's next?
It's going to come here and claim this pink.
Okay, you can't do that and take that. Thank you very much. And then back to here, it will buy 2 of the teal, 1 the yellow. Now 2 teal is the red fox. So red fox cost
3 each.
This one 3 each. Yeah, you can afford it. So 2 of these, so 6. And 1 of the green one, which is ogre, which is 2.
2, so 8 in total. Can I afford it?
Yes.
Just.
Yeah. There you go. Now it has 1 money. And that gets shuffled there, and that's it.
Perfect.
What you gonna do?
I am going to increase the satyr strength. I've got so many of them. Let's make the most of this double tree tile, and hopefully the bot can start actually adding to them if I expand this out a bit more.
Okay.
So
that's up 2 in strength.
Up 2 in strength. So they are getting to be wealthy lasses, which is good.
Gonna buy.
I'm gonna keep buying ogres while they're cheap. So 6 money, 3 ogres.
Yep. So cheap.
So cheap.
It's raining outside, by the way, everyone. So
yeah, if you hear that, it's starting to come down quite heavily
here. Because I've got a thin roof, so I'm like, there's not much I can do. I've got some soundproofing, but
yeah, I don't think it's too bad.
It sounds very calming though.
Yeah, it is. It is actually a nice sound.
Yeah. All right. What you want to be inside?
All
right. So you've done yours.
I've just got to draw a tile, and straight back over to the bot. We're probably about halfway through the tiles, I'd say.
There you go, to the left slot, and we are doing this one. So that is the ogre. We're trying to put somewhere in the ogre's area.
Good.
It can.
Yay! Finally, it's actually no.
Yes, you can.
Tricking me.
Yeah.
Like that. Yes, I believe that's right.
Good. So and ogre likes the
forest, so it goes up 1.
Okay.
Nice.
Put it there. And then
what are they buying?
They are
probably nothing. $1.
No, they go $1.
So they're gonna shuffle their deck and reveal 2. Reveal 1 and sell it twice.
Hopefully it's the cheap one.
Hopefully it's not an orc.
Hopefully not an orc.
That's where buying high. They can also sell.
Yeah. So
they get double.
So 2. Reveal 2.
Reveal 1.
Oh, 1.
And they'll sell it twice.
Oh, sell twice. Okay.
Yeah.
Red Falcke. That's good. Red Falcke is
not too
here.
bad.
Not bad. So it is
6 money. Oh, you got 6.
I got it.
You got it there?
Yeah. Alright, that's it.
Mhm.
It goes there. And there you go. So that's the 2 red foxes potentially coming.
Nice.
And your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get the
Building
satyr up 1 more rank, I think, onto the next pay bracket. So I'm gonna put
Pay
this
bracket.
over here.
Yep, up here.
Goes up 1, so now it's got to 5, which is great. They're all worth a pretty penny more. And maybe I can eliminate the dwarves and make them lost, and then I can get lots of lost dwarves, which is good, right?
Yeah. Good idea.
So that's that bit. I will now buy some cards. Now, everything's got a little bit expensive on me. But that's fine. I think we keep buying. I'm going to spend 9 in total to get 3 Ratfolk cards, because I like the Ratfolk ability of being able to place additional tiles. I think that's really nice.
It's very nice and still cheap.
And I've got quite a hefty amount of cards here now.
Back to the bot. So this is the right hand side over here.
Yep.
And now it is doing the Ratfolk. Adding it 1 if possible.
Nice.
And where is it? Oh, right there. Okay. It can do it.
You can do it, yep.
It can do
And
it.
it likes
it can
those
do
planes.
it.
So
And no, it doesn't.
likes,
Oh yeah, the
likes
plane.
planes,
Yep.
yep.
So it's
Goes
adding
up
1
1.
more.
It's got to the $4 mark, which is
Yeah, and then it's got $7. Can it afford 2 red and?
as long as it can afford 1, it will do it. So,
Okay.
dwarves
dwarf
are
first.
pretty cheap. I think they're
Dwarf
3
is
each.
Right here, right?
So we're going to buy 2 dwarves for 6, I think, and that's it.
And the other one is.
And the other one they won't.
They won't. This
Yeah,
one.
Satyr, they
Can't
won't be able to
afford
afford it. So
Alright. The 2 dwarf for
Mhm.
a price of 6 dwarf for
6.
sale.
yeah,
Okay, that's it. And it goes here. So this is
Mhm.
all potentially doing one dwarf again.
yeah, I think it's time for dwarves to be put to an end. I think their time on this world is
Okay.
over. Well, I say that, I'm not sure if I've got the tiles to actually do that,
Yeah.
but can I manufacture a dwarf? I can. I'm going to put this face down here, and that's going to tie these 2 lands up.
Oh, fight.
I am on the side of the satyrs here, so I'm going to have a quick look through my deck, and
I'll shuffle this.
yeah, you can
Get
shuffle
ready.
that and get that into 2 different piles. Now, I do want to keep some of these satyr cards because I want to use them to get cheap dwarves after this fight.
You've got lots of.
So I might use 4 of them to avoid the rounding up, and I'll just pray that the AI doesn't get too many dwarves in their pack.
This is 12 and this is 11, so 12.
I've also now got ogre cards for this fight, so
12 and 11, 12.
if I need, I can add an ogre to the conflict as well.
Oh yeah.
All right. Do you want
12
to? We want to
Alright,
reveal
reveal.
those cards.
So we're looking for dwarf and
Satyrs. Yeah.
2.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it right.
Maybe put it in the bot cam. Oh, like there.
I'll move it soon.
Yeah.
Hang on. What was that? Dwarf and
Dwarfs. Oh, more dwarf. More dwarf.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, so we've got total of 4 dwarf.
4 dwarves, and I have 4 satyrs, and satyrs are already ahead on the track, so we don't really need to do much. I could play an ogre card now if I wanted to get the money for the ogre card and to return faction cards to the from the opponent player.
But you're winning already.
But I'm already winning, so there's not really any need for that. So I'm just gonna.
So you can. We haven't actually shown that before, so you can play one.
I can play one battle card
to help with you in the battle. But
and this card I'd check the strength, which is free, so it can trigger this once, and I'll be able to take one of those dwarves cards, take it out of the conflict, and put it back to the supply pile.
But you don't need to this
I
time.
don't need to.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So satyrs are victorious, so we will get paid out. So first of all, I've got 2 of these. 2 of these get sent back for 5 each, so that's 10. And 2 come back to my deck. And for the AI, they will lose all of their dwarves, and they get paid 3 for each of them.
So 3 of so 12.
12. Now, if I wanted to play it really risky that fight, I could have played my dwarves in that fight as well, because essentially I'm making the dwarves worth nothing by fighting them. So if I use, so if I add my dwarves into that conflict, if I think they're definitely going to lose, then I could play them just so I get the money paid out for those dwarves. So I don't have dead cards in my hand.
That's actually true because it's crashing.
Yeah,
crash anyway. That's a risky.
Crashes. Yeah, it's a risky play though, because
Yeah.
by playing them, then you're obviously increasing the
point.
chance of them winning. So you really got to read, especially when you're playing with other players. You really got to read the room and see where the bets are heading.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with a cheeky
movement.
cheeky play.
And then you've got the
so
ogre card to save yourself. You can just remove one dwarf from the opponent then from the board.
True,
Yeah.
but the ogres aren't particularly strong at the moment. So it's
That's
only
true.
one card. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, and that's it.
Yeah.
And let's just
So-
resolve this.
Next is we flip this, and dwarves go back to the mountains where they belong, and we take this. So this one, we've got the same as before. So this lets us use whatever tile anywhere we want.
Okay.
So the same bonus. There's a whole heap of bonuses here. There's actually 12 different bonuses, but we just happen to get the same one twice.
Oh, yeah.
And now we adjust their strength. So it's going to be 1, 2,
4
3,
should
4,
play.
5, 6, 7, 8. So they get all the way
And
up
this one?
to 9, 10. So they get all the way
Yeah.
up to 10.
Wow.
Great. Amazing. And that was my turn, right?
That is your turn, and you need to.
I still get to play a card,
Play,
so
play,
I'm going to
play.
make use of this. They got up to 8 strength. So I'm going to use one of my Satyr cards now to gain 5 cards of a lost faction. So I get to take 5 dwarves cards.
That is awesome because
1,
it's
2, 3, 4, 5.
so the strength is
8.
8.
Oh no,
Only
4.
Yeah.
That was
Sorry.
trying to cheat there. 4, and I get paid 6 coins for this card as well.
Yes. Get your money over there.
6.
Amazing. Okay.
Very nice.
Very
I've got to get
nice.
those dwarves out there so I can actually.
Yes.
So this dwarves actually
So
worth
dwarves
something.
actually now
They're
go
lost.
to here.
Yeah, lost down right at the bottom. Yep,
That is it.
that's it.
And the bot draw this on the left hand side, and it wants to add 1 tile to the red fork.
Mm-hmm.
So the red fork is right there, and it cannot.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. I just want not
We're
to
hunting the next
yeah.
pink, which will be here. So you just
Okay.
plop that here.
take that,
Take that.
and then it will try to buy 2 blue and 1 teal. So
Those
2
are orcs, so that's
those
going
are
to cost
orcs, that's-
6 each.
Wow, well that's good.
And they can
mean, no,
afford
8.
2.
8 each.
8 each,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
So they can
it's
afford 1.
16. No, yeah.
They will
only
buy 1.
1 only.
Yeah, perfect. Just as long as they don't draw that, luckily off the top of the deck when they go to do
Yeah.
the sale, then
Uh-huh.
bad
And
investment
then
in my
that's it.
mind.
That is good. And it's back to you.
Back to me.
You're pretty good chance of
I
winning.
think
there.
I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better this game than I did in my practice game leading up to this, that's for sure. I made all sorts of wrong decisions in that game.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get your head around how the economy works.
Yeah.
It's a little
And
bit
that
more
little
tricky
tricks,
than
yeah.
little tricks that you can
Lovely.
apply to the game
Like you said
to
before as well. That's a good idea.
to bend it to your needs.
It makes it very replayable with the different
Yeah.
factions, the combination of factions, and
For
the
sure, with
strategy,
the
the
combinations of
people.
actions, there's a lot of replayability here.
that's true. Alright, what you
We're
do?
going to get the dwarves out.
Yep.
So we've got plenty of them now. Let's grab those. Yep. And now who's cheap? Just ogres are kind of cheap still, I think.
We've got this much tile, the many tiles left in the game.
Yeah, not too many. I think we're going to get some ogres. So we're going to take.
Hello, Tarrant. Tarrant's here. Say hello to everyone, Tarrant. Come here. It's just like the door, like slightly open, and then come here.
Sneaking in.
Sneaking in. Just show Terrence assistant.
Yes,
Yay! What's going on?
I forgot one of the games.
He's got rules to learn, Tarrant.
Yes, he's like sneaking in. I was like, I had something in the door. Okay.
thought it was the wind blowing the doors.
I know, I thought so too, but it's Tarrant. Okay, bye Tarrant.
Bye.
Alright.
Okay.
It's because maybe he knows that he's wearing his jacket.
Oh,
You're wearing
yeah.
his jacket.
He's like, where's my
claiming
jacket
it
gone?
back, yeah.
It's freezing in this house now.
Alright, let's...
I think,
Okay.
what did I do? I think I brought some ogres. I think I paid for them. I'm not sure if I took them though.
Oops. Darren distracted you.
Tarrant distracted me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so despite our little distraction there, I paid for the ogres. I haven't
Yes.
actually taken them yet. There's only 2 here to take, and I paid for 3 of them. So I'm gonna also grab a rat folk as well for $1 extra. So slightly more expensive.
That is you.
Actually,
No?
I don't want this rat folk. I'm
Okay.
gonna actually take my $4
$4
back.
back. Okay.
Cool.
Back to the bot.
Back to the bot.
Well, it's got 5. And the next card goes to the right hand side here. And it's doing or adding something, a tile to a dwarf. Which is the red one.
Mm-hmm.
This one. So, dwarf right there. Just
You can
like...
do it.
Oh,
They're
sorry,
gonna
sorry.
go-
This needs to be there.
Yeah, that's right. That's gonna go here.
Thank you. And dwarf likes the play... Oh, not the crate. Was it crate? So it's adding
Yeah.
one
Adding
strength there.
Mhm.
Did you did take the dwarf? Yeah, dwarf card. Yeah, that's right. When you put it there, I remember
Mhm.
that now. And it's got only 5, so
It's got only
it
5.
cannot
Can it afford one?
the
No.
s-
So it's
Setter
going to do the
is
alternative
expensive.
option on their card, which is so they're going to shuffle their deck, draw one, and get paid for it, and then draw another one
and
and
get paid for it.
get paid
Okay.
for it.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's pretty quick. Each turns is pretty quick.
Yeah, I think the
So,
bot works pretty
First
well.
one is ogre.
So they get
That's good.
3
It's only
money,
3 money.
and they don't lose that
Two,
card.
yeah, and then the next one is hopefully it's not one of these.
Yeah,
the
hopefully not.
high one. Dwarf, which is good. 3
Mhm.
money.
3 money.
Yeah. Good outcome for you.
Very good.
And that's it.
Yep.
So I will just shovel it over like that. That's it.
Nice. Okay, we've got some pretty big investments in both dwarves and ogres, and the conflict is imminent, really. It's going to cause a bit of a pickle for me because I don't know who I want to win that particular conflict. I've got so many of both.
Yeah. Got a lot of cards.
I
What
guess,
has got a lot of cards?
I guess I can just throw all of the cards for both factions into the conflict, so I get paid for all of them,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter who wins. I guess.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's one way to do it.
Points are like
'Cause you
currency is points.
you'll still get
You're
paid
right.
for it. So maybe let's beef up the. I'm not going to start
Oh,
the
you're not
conflict
gonna start now?
myself, but
Okay.
just in case it starts soon, I'm going to increase
So
the
what's
dwarf.
the dwarf like? Dwarf
um,
like the
mountains.
Mountains. Okay,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. So they go up 1,
Done.
and now I have the option of playing or buying. I'm thinking I'm going to use one of my rat kinfolk
Yep.
to draw a tile, which Stella's already kindly done, and
Yeah.
play another one.
Yeah.
So that's going to
How much is that?
give
4
me
money.
4. Yeah, and that goes back there.
Put there. Your money there. Okay, use that
So
tile.
I'm going to use this
And
one.
That's for your
and
next
that's
one.
for my next
Sorry.
one. Yeah. And this one.
You can put it anyway. You want to start a conflict? Or you can't start a
I
conflict.
might beef up the orcs. I mean ogres, sorry. So they like both. No, they like the trees. So they'll get 1 more on the track, up to 4 as well.
Yep.
And that's linked up to these, but the ogre doesn't actually like these tiles. So
Okay.
no big change there. And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Next card is drawn is for the right hand side, which will add try to add a tile to satire.
Mm-hmm.
Satire.
I don't know if we're saying this right.
Yeah, I
It's,
know. I think my video, my short and sweet video.
Satir,
Satir.
Satir.
I think
The
satire.
more I think about
I
it, the
think-
more wrong I get, I think.
I don't know. There's American one and there's British one. I think they're different as
Oh,
well.
okay. So
Okay.
hopefully we were right in one accent.
Yeah. one of them. Alright, so it is able to add this.
Definitely able to add, and that's where it will go.
That's what it likes, so
It likes
it's
it.
definitely going up by 2. Whoa.
Yeah, jumping the orcs.
I know.
Powerful.
And then it's buying 3
Rat.
of the tail rat Falcke, which is at the moment
4 each.
12. It cannot afford
So we can buy 2 of them.
2. Okay, so 2 is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So it has 3 money now.
Yep.
That's it. Your turn.
Alright. I'm thinking if I want this conflict to just happen right now.
But what's that tile?
Explosions,
Let's see.
and
There you go.
fireworks. I'm not sure if I can actually
Do it.
get the tile I need. I need double mountain, a mountain and a plains.
No.
I can't actually
Oh, no.
make that
You
happen,
can't do it.
really.
Yeah, sorry.
I could
Can't put 3
maybe
tiles.
link this one. I'm not sure if I want to do that either, but it's a potential option.
Link this one.
Yeah, link this one to them.
Oh.
Potentially. Maybe the ogres can get a huge boost if they can take over all this lands.
Yeah.
Can I get that to happen? Maybe that's our plan, I think. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get this one here.
Right.
And that's going
What's
to
that under?
increase the ogres by 1. So ogres go up to
There's no ogre cards anymore, does it?
there's no ogre cards, no.
Okay.
They're all
There you
been
go.
either purchased.
Yeah.
And now I have the opportunity to play or buy. I'm going to do this. Do I have any Ratkin left actually? Hoping. Yep. Ratfolk. I'm going to play another Ratfolk. Let's put
What's
this
it
out
do?
here, and it's going to let me take another tile from the supply. Which I'll grab. Oh, and it's just the one we want really. I'm going to put this here, and let's
The battle.
see what happens
So,
here.
the battle.
I'm going to make the ogres the
Okay.
aggressors in this particular battle.
Oh, really?
That's who I want to win,
Okay.
and I'm going to see what happens really. I've only got 2 Satya cards. I'm going to keep 1 in my hand and play 1 into the battle as well,
Yes. So
just so I get the money for it if they lose.
I'll get ready for this one.
And
What?
I'm going to throw... I might keep 1 ogre in hand just so they can influence the fight if... It's good to get an even number of cards though, because they always round up. So I'll put them all in. 8 ogres and 1 Satya.
All right.
And
this
before I
is
forget, I'm going to get my money for that rat folk that I just played.
same amount of
So-
tile.
5 and 1 bet.
11 and 11. So which one to choose? I guess it doesn't.
And the
remember.
higher one.
Oh, same.
Oh, the same? Yeah, it's an evil pile.
Me,
Okay.
eeny, meeny, miny, moo.
The one closest to me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's always worked out for me so
Ready?
far. Yep.
So we've
I
got.
want
Is that
none
0?
of those. No,
No.
no, no, no.
No, 1, 2.
2 ogres.
Only 2.
They want the ogres to win 2. That's wonderful.
Hey. All right. Oh wow. Okay.
So I've got all these ogres and one of
Wow.
those.
How many?
I've got 8 ogres.
So ogres are 8. So the 5
5
plus
plus
8
8
plus 2.
So
15.
15. 15 strength. And the Satyrs start at 9 and 10 with this.
Yes.
So,
So-
they will lose.
Yep.
Ogres will win.
You resolve yours first.
So I know I have to lose half of these. So 4 ogres will go back to the supply.
How much you get?
And I get 4 for each of those. So 16, I believe.
Yes. Any money. That is good.
Good money.
And then the setter.
And the Satya card, I will get paid 7 for that one.
It's good money.
Yeah. And the bot didn't play any of the losing card,
Nope.
but they they lose half of the winning card, so they will lose
Okay.
one of the ogres, and it will
Get money.
give them 4 money.
Yep.
You've got
Money,
over there,
Yes. Got it.
and I'm going to reveal this, and we will remove that, and that will give me this one as well.
Nice.
So this one, just so we know what this does, so there's a little guide here that tells you what each of these do. Return up to 3 development tiles to the supply and draw equal number of replacement tiles. So if I don't like the tiles I've got in front of me, I can swap them out for a fresh set.
So what's Ogre's strength?
What's
now?
Ogre's strength? Good question.
Like mountain and forest.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13. No? Did you count this?
I think I did, but maybe I
Okay,
didn't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I did not.
Okay, so 13.
So they are all the way up near the top here.
Whoa.
Ogres from out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, from a zoot.
She has like rocketed up.
And then this one's down. Who would have thought, you know? That was like, it was so high for so long now.
Yes.
It came crashing down. There you go.
There you go. That was my Rat King card. So that was my the completion of my turn.
Yep. And the bot will draw the card that we'll put in the middle here, and it will try to add a tile to dwarf. Dwarf's right there, and it.
Can it do it?
I don't think it can.
It can go here.
Oh yeah, thanks. There you go. So the dwarf gets the mountain, likes the mountain.
Yeah.
And then try to buy. It's got only 7 money, which you can buy actually. You can buy the setter for 2, which is 2 money. Unfortunately, buying it cheap. And then one of the teal, which is, what's the teal? Red Falcke. Red Falcke is
4.
4.
So 6 in total.
Yeah, you can buy it. Okay.
Okay.
Give that. And then 6.
Perfect.
And that's it. Done.
All right, back to my turn. I think we want to keep mixing things up, keep things bubbling here. So I'm going to start another conflict here. And we're going to put some bets on the dwarves to come conquering through.
Okay, so dwarf is right here. Oh!
Ogre's way up there.
Interesting strategy.
So we're going to throw all of our dwarves at this fight. So I've got plenty of.
Okay.
And all my ogres.
What? Both of them?
Everything's in.
Okay. Let me flip. 12. Okay, let's get this one down. So 12.
Ogre.
12. Ogre. Dwarf. That's it. Alright, so we've got...
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4 dwarf.
4 dwarf and 3 ogre. Okay.
So, let's see. Dwarf is here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's 9, including that.
Yep.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
And ogres, 9.
Plus 3 is 12.
Plus 4 is 16. So I think it was 17 to 16. So I think the dwarves have just
one.
Just one. Which is, I think, good for us. I'm not 100% sure, but in my brain, I've got a feeling that this is good for us.
Okay,
so let me work out each of my bids. So 4 dwarves and 2 ogres will immediately be sold, and I'll take these other ones back to my hand. So for the dwarves, I get 4 each, so that is 16, and for the ogres, I get 7 each, so 16 plus 14, so 30 coins.
Whoa! Well, the bot sells, to get half of this, so half of this return, the winning faction.
Yeah.
And that is
8. Yeah.
And then the other one is respect to its hand. Ogre is just lost because it's lost.
Ogres all go back and they get paid all 21 coins.
Give me some money, please.
Yeah, I got 25 here. Maybe give me 4 back.
Get a small one.
Okay.
Yeah, get some 5 and 1.
It was 21.
Oh, I've got some here, so just get 5.
5 and a 1. Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're going to resolve on the map as well. And the dwarves might become legendary here, I think. We're going to remove this, and that's going to, that should be there. It got stuck to the bottom, and that's going to give me that.
Yep. Now dwarf likes mountain and
cliffs. So there's plenty of them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Whoa.
So I believe makes
It's
them
like
legendary.
So flip to the legendary side.
Yes.
Wow. So that's one legendary.
So now the dwarves are legendary. These are going to be worth, at the end of the game, 2 additional favour. Another important thing to note at the end of the game is that they get paid out on their strength value rather than their spoils value. So they're actually worth more at the end of the game if they're in your hand, which might come to bite us at the end because the bot's got a lot of cards and I've been throwing my cards out pretty willy-nilly. But that's, I think I've done pretty well so far, so I'm not too concerned.
How is it? So once legendary, it stays legendary even though it drops.
Correct. And that's obviously one of the 2 factions. If another faction becomes legendary, that will also trigger the game.
Yes.
So,
and then you need to finish your turn as well.
Yeah. So I've got the play card part of it, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to play a Rat Folk card again.
Oh, there you go. That's the top. How many?
We're 4.
Yep.
And I'm going to put out another tile.
I just give you a tile.
Yep.
Is that the plane?
I think I've got a few orcs. Maybe I'll just try and get them up to legendary, and we'll see if I'm in a good enough spot to win this.
Good.
I think I'm doing well so far. So I'm going to put this in here, bumping up the orcs' strength by 2. So we'll move that up to 13.
Yep.
And that's going to be my turn.
And the bot draws the card that goes to the left, and we'll try to add a tile to a blue, which is the orc.
The orc, ooh. And we start from the top, so it can, not quite. Ooh, scanning. Can I even get one?
No.
Really?
Oh, here.
Oh, yes, you found it. Okay, so it's going to go up strength of 1.
Is that 1? Oh, yeah, it's like the brown one.
Yep.
This is 1.
Getting right up to the top. And what are they going to buy? That's the big question.
Buy 3 of the ogre. Oh, that's cheap. Ogre is right here. It's a lost faction at the moment, so worth 3.
Yeah, well, if we keep them lost, then they're not worth anything at the end of the game. Well, they're worth 1 each, I think.
3, please.
So you'll get a refund.
Yeah, okay. That's the bot. Oh, you need to put that.
Ah, yes.
Not a lot of left again.
No, I think we
unless
might
if this
be
becomes
triggering.
unless this one becomes legendary, and that is it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those orcs all the way up to legendary, I think. So let's put this out here. That's going to get the orcs to this.
Ooh.
Now we play the game out until all players have an equal number of turns. Cool. We started with the bot, so once I finish my turn, it will be equal.
Ooh.
And I can buy them for 10, and I guess they're worth 13 at the end. 12 at the end of the game. So is that the way? Is that the best way to make money?
Is there other way to make money, like buying any other factions? You can get 3.
I think this is definitely the best way to make money.
It's like 2. It's like you get 2 profits.
If I buy 3 of them, then technically I could just gain 2 profit back on each of them.
Because none of them will give you profit.
Unless
if you want to play a card that gives you, I don't think there's anything that will give you any.
I could potentially put out another tile or something, raise the value of a different faction in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Maybe get a faction that's lost back onto the board or something like that.
Yeah. But if you have lots of something.
I've got a couple of ogres here who aren't going to be only going to be worth 1. But I think the AI's got more. That's the thing. So if the AI's got more, that's only benefiting them if I do that. So I'm just going to buy myself a bunch of orcs at a pricey 10 each.
So 3?
I'm going to buy 3 orcs, yep.
Mm.
And they should sell for 36 at the end of the game. So a little bit of profit.
A little bit of profit.
Yep.
Interesting.
And that's it. Draw a development tile. Not much need, but I'll do it. And end of game scoring.
Yay. All right. Where do we start?
Where do we start?
I'll sort out
we
this.
need to just start selling all of our cards.
Okay.
So let's go through mine first, shall we? So I've got a pile of 6 orcs here. So 6 orcs, 6 times 12, because it's 10 plus 2 is 6 times 12, 72, if my maths is still sound since school, hopefully.
Your maths is probably better than mine. My math is... I always rely on Tarrant,
Yeah.
so it hasn't been like practiced.
So
There was ox.
Yep, I'm
How
gonna
much does it
cost? I'm gonna do all of mine, I think.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna do dwarves. Got 4 of them, and they are also worth 12 each. So that is 48. Another 2 25s I'll take for 2 change. I don't have it.
Sweet.
We've got a rat folk for 4.
We're looking at the strength, right?
Yes, the strength. And these ones are both lost, so they've got 1 strength and they're lost. So they're worth 3 coins in total.
Okay.
And I'll also need to score these unused pink tiles here. These are worth 3 points each, so total of 12.
You give me that bowl, maybe. The money
I'll
bowls.
give you the cash money bowls.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't have too many
Oh, hopefully not.
orcs and
Right. So this costs one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 ogres. That's 7 coins.
7 coins.
That's what I want to see.
It's good. Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
have this board anymore, so I'm
Yeah, get it out of the way.
Okay.
I'm feeling confident.
Oh,
maybe
I
I
think
shouldn't
so
be.
too. So that's gone. The other cheaper ones is this one, so also 1 each.
1 each. There's number 2.
There's your money. And then the red folk costs worth 4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 times 4 is 36.
Yeah.
Um,
So 25. I'm just gonna exchange some. So
so
that's
you
14.
need 14 back. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Now
These
the
are the
dwarf
hefty
is
boys.
to 12 each.
So 24 for them. And same with the orcs, another 24.
24 each. Okay.
And we've still got to score the pink tiles, and they're worth 5 each for the bot.
Oh yeah.
We get a bonus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25.
Another 25.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
145? Is that?
125, 30, 35, 40, 145.
Alright. That's...
How about you?
So I've got 100 here, and you got a 100 tile over
Yeah.
there. Changing all of my beautiful money for one
Yeah.
measly tile. 135, 45,
What?
50,
Ah! Hooray! So you won.
157
Yeah.
in total. So yeah, got there. I wasn't that far ahead actually
No,
by the
yeah,
end.
congratulations.
But yeah, I'm happy with that. That
And
was
Solo
good.
won again. And Solo strike. Like we get something that we don't really expect. We
Yeah,
won.
I got completely whooped in the playthrough, but I definitely learnt a lot.
Yeah.
And you really got to make the most of that low economy. So as soon as they get to that 4 money mark, there's no point buying them anymore. You don't want to invest in something that's only going to go up slowly. Unless they take a huge amount of land in one turn, it's just not worth your money. So just buy cheap, sell high. I guess that's the essence of it.
Yeah. Now apply it in real life, hey?
Yeah.
Just like buy and sell
How
stock.
hard can it be? I'm ready. Send me to the world.
Get some real money.
Yeah.
Learn here without real money and then send to the world. Best. Well, congratulations, you won.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the game? It's interesting.
It's really different. I'll give it that. It's something.
Very economic game.
Yes, it doesn't look like what the box art
Yes,
looks like.
yes,
That's
yes,
for
yes.
sure. When I sort of sat down to play this one the first time, I was expecting a war game,
Yes.
area control with tile laying, but something very different, which is like this economic game. And I think the conflicts, they work pretty well with the bot, but I think with players it was a little bit more interesting. There's a bit more bluffing going on.
Yes.
And those combat cards can really, you want to save them to swing the tide one way or another. But
Very interesting
there's
game.
a lot of interesting mechanics going on here.
Indeed.
And the tiling laying's nice, you know, just putting one out, you got a nice rule selection here. Sort of have to make it work. Doesn't like normally you can do what you want, but some just on occasion.
Yeah, and actually like this is
on occasion it's just like, okay,
tiles.
I gotta make something else happen, you know.
Yeah, there you go. So that is Dawn of Ulos. I will put the link to the project page in the video description below, so check that out. And also the link to my short and sweet video. And thank you, Henry, for playing this.
Yeah, pleasure.
And recording this. And if you want us to do more videos like this, please help us hitting that like button, subscribe, and comments below what you think of the game, or you've encountered anything like this.
Yeah.
And
what does this game remind you of? That's what I want to find out.
Yes. It will be like interesting. Like, there's this one. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I think it might be. Maybe not. I don't know.
Are there other train rail games that work like this, or is this like something completely new? You know, I'm quite interested. I don't play many of the train stock games.
Yes.
If they are like this, and maybe
discover.
I know normally they involve auctioning, and this game doesn't have auctioning, so
yes, yeah. There's an auction. Interesting. And find Henry on Instagram, _solo_board games.
Yes, thank you, Stella.
No problems. And don't forget to subscribe. And also, I'm also on Instagram.
Yes.
Find me there. And thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.